Hey there, and welcome to day 6 of Lake of Kalandra League. I know the community's been kind of in a lot of uproar right now, but I've still legitimately been having a lot of fun playing the game, so, you know, take it as you see. Um, we are currently level 91, still on our Lightning Conduit Elementalist. At this point in the game, we've just about finished our Atlas. I'm missing like a couple of unique maps here and there, and I've just been too lazy to get on trade to search them out. But that's an hour's worth of effort, if that. So Atlas is almost done. Um, Most notably, I did get this today. That is a T1 Fractured Life on a heavy belt base. It's not the best possible thing we could be using here, but it is phenomenal. Um, 2 res plus armor plus evasion. Absolutely great for our character build. That's going to help a lot with our grace and our determination and our defiance banner. A lot of things. Um, we've managed to pump up armor a decent amount. We're sitting at about 11k and with just under 6k evasion. With our Ruby's concoction up, that is a 15k armor. Um, that's pretty nice. It offers, I mean, not insane physical mitigation, but pretty solid physical mitigation for a lot of the circumstances we find ourselves in. Um, Honestly, today it's just been a lot of heist and a lot of delve and just mapping as much as possible to keep the resources I need for heist and delve flowing. I don't like buying contracts or, sulfite scarabs or anything like that, so it's just been a lot of manual grinding. Um, I haven't actually checked. Yeah, it's like over 60 hours playtime on this character since start of league. I mean, I'm averaging, oh Christ, that means like I'm averaging 10 hours a day. Um, you know, it's been a really good time. I do think though, this is probably the last day I'm going to do build diaries and updates on this particular build. While it's been a lot of fun, while it's been clearing content quite nicely, I've just started to get a little bit bored of it, to be quite honest with you. It's a really good, really strong skill, but you can only stare at lightning strikes for so many hours in a row before you kind of start desiring something else. Um, I'm planning to take probably the next 2 or 3 days to design something completely unique, completely new. Try not to rely on a pre-established build guide and do just something neat. Um, Other than that, yeah, uh, I don't know if anybody watching this cares, but the new reprised Destiny 2 raid comes out like I think like 10 hours from the time I'm recording this. Um, and I'm pretty excited for that. So, I mean, I'm probably going to spend a good chunk of my time tomorrow trying to beat that with some friends. Um, Other than that, let's get into it. Let's run ourselves a map. We've got this nice T16 ramparts. Um, I do feel in the past day, maybe 2 days, that drops and stuff have gotten a lot better. I've noticed my map sustain seems to be a lot easier. I'm not dropping into lower tiers quite as frequently. I will say the grind to try and sustain in tier 16 maps is still a little tough. It can be pretty annoying. Um, yeah, no, the builds ended up being quite a bit tankier than I initially thought. We've managed to take a couple of nodes on our passive tree as well to start getting a little bit of a spell suppression. We are nowhere near cap on that, though ideally you really would want to be, and that's just more of a issue with gearing and such that's preventing the spell suppression from really coming online. I'm sitting at 30% spell suppression right now, something like that. Not a crazy amount, but, you know, it's something. I always really, really enjoy Breach, Delve. Anything that's got really tight clustered mobs, this build really excels at, thanks to the chaining storm brands. What this build does not excel at is living when you stop paying attention and stand right on a lightning barrage. Those things are incredibly deadly. And it's not for a lack of respect of Lightning Mirage or other similarly deadly Arch Nemesis modifiers. It's just a lot of the time, at least in my case, I'm getting beat up by an Arch Nemesis modifier before I've seen the mod. So that does kind of suck. I thought they said they were tuning the number of rare spawns, and I feel like in normal mapping, normal gameplay, it's been fine, but in stuff like Heist and Delve, Breaches, anything that just spawns a lot of mobs all at once, I still feel like there's a lot of circumstances where you're just absolutely getting walled up by, like, packs of 4 rare mobs at once. But it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, it's a game. And GGG is kind of taking it in a different direction, at least compared to what it has been for the past couple of leagues. And while it's not everybody's favorite, like, unpopular opinion, I'm kind of a fan of it. Right? And hear me out. I think I think loot drops were too nerfed at the beginning. I think they swung the dial too far in one direction. And I do think it kind of really sucks that legacy content got nerfed as hard as it did. It really disincentivizes, things like watchstones or scarabs or anything for any kind of, like, really efficient farming or stuff like that. But there's definitely a happy middle ground that can be found. And I think this is close to it. I don't think it's 100% dialed in yet. I'd like to see probably more, like, juice drop to thing or return to things like the scarabs and such, because they're just such a big thing. I'll take that. Exarch and Eater Worlds. I finally started progressing that. I've just been really lazy, not paying attention to it, not talking to my, oh god, what's his name? Not the Maven, but, like, the Maven's little messenger guy. The Envoy. Been, like, ignoring the Envoy, trying to talk to me in my maps for, like, 3 days. Probably not ideal as far as progression goes, but hey, we're all human, we make mistakes. Ritual... Ritual's been treating me well. It's probably, like, my least favorite profitable mechanic, which is a little sad, but you just have such a good opportunity to get, like, meaningful loot out of it. And I'm not even talking about standing in the ritual circles themselves. That the drops from that still kind of suck in a big way, but the actual like favor and everything, you can still get really really nice stuff out of there. But the second they change it, so ritual's not one of like the three most profitable mechanics, I'm 100% specking out ritual. I'd rather have something like a bitch abyss or breach in its place, as I just find those more fun. I know abyss is also sort of a stand in the circle mechanic, but I don't know, I like it more. um I just really like farming the breach stones and going to fight the breach lords and trying to get the upgraded breach stones and all that fun stuff. I just really really enjoy that. But I'm just not running breach right now because it just doesn't seem worth it as far as drops and currency and everything goes. Um, as far as raw fun goes, breach over ritual every day. What blueprint was that actually? Ooh, unusual gems. Pretty excited to see that. Doing a lot of heist grinding. So, decent blueprints are always a nice thing to have. I mean, even enchanted armaments, which is, I mean, probably the worst one, in my opinion. Enchanted armaments is still like really really good. You can get, the tempering orbs and everything, and you can get some really really nutty items depending on what enchant rolls. Oh, so yesterday I was talking a lot about how I preferred shield charge to flame dash because of flame dash's internal cooldown. That right there was a situation where undeniably Flame Dash would have been the better choice. Flame Dash would have allowed me to teleport to the other side of the ice wall, get myself out of a bad situation. But hey, it is what it is. I made the choice I made, and sometimes you gotta pay those consequences. Just a quick run back over to there and go to our map bots. Unless we get a massive lag spike. Oh, that's unfortunate. Or the servers will go down. Let me see if I can get back into that map. Um, I completely lost that map. That's super unfortunate. Um, it is getting late though, so even though I lost that map, I'm gonna have to call that the end of the video. Um, Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying these build diaries. Uh, any useful tips, tricks, comments, I love hearing them. Um, Feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you enjoy my content and you want to see more of me doing this kind of stuff, I'd love if you would like and subscribe to my channel. If not, I totally understand. Um, yeah, I'd also love to hear suggestions on what build you would like to see played next. Um, yeah. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. I've been having a super fun time on Path of Exile, League of Kalandra. Um, until next time, see you then.